Bismillahir-Rahmanir-Rahim. La ilaha anta subhanaka inni kuntu minaz zalimin. There's nothing but the greatness of Allah and that I am a zalim, an oppressor to myself. The Prophet Jonah is a symbol of that reality for our path. If a Prophet of Allah can declare such a thing, imagine what type of oppression we are putting upon ourselves. Jonah was given a mission by Allah doing da'wah, and the light in which he had wasn't able to convince people. As much as he was doing da'wah, as much as they were coming against. There was not a sufficient energy in his teaching, means it's not what you know. It's not the knowledge that you've read and acquired through your head, and when you speak from your head to other people's head you put them to sleep. So Jonah is teaching, people not believing. He said, heck with this job, I'm leaving. And ran from his assignment and went onto the ocean. There was a storm and it threw him off the boat. And he was swallowed by a big hoot. Every qissa, every reality, everything coming from Holy Qur'an must have an issue right now, because Allah has no time, Qur'an is timeless. You can't say it's a fable for old and stories of old. What Sayyidina Yunus wants for us, Jonah peace and blessings be upon him wants for us is the secret of insan. They have to be ignited, otherwise that insan is not kamil, is not reaching completeness. And what Yunus is teaching, Sayyidina Yunus is teaching is that what I had wasn't sufficient and I left, and Allah's rahmah and grace knows that why he's complaining, that your light is not yet complete for the mission that you have been given, and we're going to throw you into my oceans of rahmah, my oceans of mercy. Because every student that trying to reach towards realities should take from Prophet every living hadith. Who knows himself will know his Lord. As soon as you begin to just quickly look at yourself really with an eye of truth, that I'm incomplete, what I have of knowledge is not enough to save me, that my prayers are not saving me because I keep doing bad things. So Ahl tafakkur, when they realize and Allah inspire within their heart, Ya Rabbi, there must be something more. I'm doing my prayers and nothing changing. I do my fasting but my character is still very arrogant. Everything that I'm doing is not changing me. Allah inspire those servants, then go to the people of tazkiyah. Tazkiyah is not a book that you've read, but you have to taqleed, you have to follow, you have to be in their company and they're going to teach you. They're going to teach you like that being thrown into the ocean of Allah's rahmah. First thing that you begin to understand is that I no longer understand myself. That's a good sign. If you didn't reach that sign, you're still not jumped into the ocean, you're still playing with your head to figure out if you want to go or not to go. Our newest book, Lataif al-Qalb, Levels of the Heart. We share this book with all our audience. This is towards the love of Sayyidina Muhammad and وَلَقَدْ كَرَمْنَا بَنِي Adam. What Allah has bestowed of realities upon insan, these are oceans that have no beginning and no end. The understanding of the companions and the levels of the heart, the understanding of the Prophets and the level of the heart, the understanding of the angels and the levels of the heart. We pray that Allah dress us from these realities and bless us from these realities. It's all for the love of Sayyidina Muhammad. As-salamu alaykum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Welcome to Century 21 AAA Realty. We specialize in commercial and residential properties, including all your financing needs. We are a one-stop shop under one roof.
Owning a home is a keystone of wealth, both financial and emotional. Don't wait for opportunity, create it.
Come meet our award-winning realtors with over 40 years of experience. Call Century 21 AAA Realty.
When you jump into the turuq, into the way of tazkiyah, it's an ocean of realities. We are the people who love istighfar and to be mutahhireen, to be purified and clean. And they're going to teach you that you're a big fish in a small pond, and you understand all your coordinates, you know what you plan for the next 5 years, 10 years, 15 years of your life. You've got it all planned out. But if you come to the real turuqs and you take their hand and you follow their way, you follow their exact path, they're going to throw you into an ocean in which you feel you are drowning. Because you have to be like Sayyidina Yunus. Your plans through your head is not Allah's will. Islam is taslim, submission to the will of Allah. We are living in a world in which we submit to our will, not Allah's will. So it's not something easy to accomplish. Iman is a light that be granted into the heart of the servant. They know it, they experience it like a khash, they see these lights coming and unimaginable emotions because their soul is connecting with them and Allah is granting them sincerity and they experience it. They know it, it's not imaginal that you say, no I'm in Iman, I'm a mu'min. No, it's not so easy. So mean that Sayyidina Yunus is coming and teaching that when you truly realize that you are nothing and that you want to open up that reality, Allah is going to throw you into an ocean. And this ocean is so immense, you should only feel as if you are drowning. This is the greatness of Allah. Because you want to reach mawtan qabla al-mawt, a sense of like death, that this is not a way in which to build yourself and desires and everything that you want to accomplish, but you're learning how to die here. And Surat al-Asr, the reality of our life is you're in a continuous state of death. You didn't come here to accomplish and conquer everything, but I brought you into this world for a taste of something. You'll figure out in your life what was it you were supposed to experience. And Sayyidina Yunus is coming and inspiring, Allah going to throw you into that ocean. If you truly are running that, Ya Rabbi, the light I have is not sufficient for myself, it's not saving myself, it's not protecting myself. My prayers are not levitating, I don't feel that when I'm praying my whole soul is going into your Divinely Presence. I don't feel that when I'm making du'a that du'a is being heard. Then Allah inspire, if you're sincere and you want to reach, you're not going to reach with your head, you're going to reach with your heart. Meet one of these servants of mine that will throw you into an ocean in which you won't understand anything, just drown in Allah's ocean. As soon as you drown in Allah's ocean, there's a big soul going to come and take responsibility. Because the fish, we said before with Sayyidina Musa, a fish is a symbol of a soul. The ocean is God's mercy. So he said, be like a fish in my ocean, take as much of my mercy as you can. See how the fish opens his mouth? He thinks he's drinking the ocean. He's not taking a sip of it and trying to be cheap, he's drinking the entire ocean. So Allah is saying, your soul like that. Your soul knows my mercy and it wants all of it. It wants to take as much as it can move into that ocean. Our life has to be that reality. The turuqs, the immense amount of realities that are contained within their heart is to take the servant to Allah's bewilderment, because there's no way to understand the greatness and the vastness of Allah. Definitely not with this physical body and physical understanding. Only through the world of light can Allah open the heart to Allah's Divinely Kingdom. Has no beginning and no end, no in front and no behind. But the servant has to enter into a state like Sayyidina Yunus. What you know, unknow it. What you learned, unlearn it and come empty. And they're gonna flip your life in every direction upside down so that you can't see where you're going. And your biggest fight, your biggest battle with the shaykh is that you want to put your mind on his coordinates. I'm just confused, shaykh, why you don't tell me where I'm supposed to be working? That's not submission. Maybe they're not telling me where you're supposed to be working, but that's not the path of Iman. The path of Iman, the shaykh's responsibility, struggle in Allah's way, because Allah is going to give you reward in your struggling.
Welcome to Rumi Rose Garden Cafe. We offer an exclusive line of more than 40 teas, custom blended with ingredients from around the world. Rumi also offers an excellent locally roasted Italian coffee and other hot beverages.
Fatima Zahra Helping Hand is a non-profit organization with the goal of helping underprivileged communities in Canada. We have currently distributed thousands of pounds of meat from Korban, hundreds of loaves of bread, and many other essential food items. Please visit our website nurmuhammad.com to make a donation today.
The whole battle you're going to have is trying to understand what the coordinates of the Shaykh is to you. Because to reach to Allah very difficult, to reach to Prophet difficult, but to reach to the one who's in front of you, that's why Allah Atiullah, Hub-e-Rasul, and the hand of the ulul amr is in front of you, it's easier. That once you take their hand and take their path and take their understanding, everything that you're asking and trying to understand the coordinates, they're not going to give you an answer. It's not their responsibility to give you an answer. Be patient, Allah has a plan for you. Use these tools, meditate, contemplate, listen to Holy Qur'an, but never try to put your head on the Shaykh's understanding. Use your head for your work, but for haqqaiq and realities don't use your head. Your life is like a sailboat. You put the sail and where Allah blows the wind, that's where you're going. There's no plan. Allah's not going to tell you, here's 5 years what you're going to be doing and 10 years what you're going to be doing. Every day Allah has a new tajalli. If you don't live your life like that sailboat, then you're not asking to be a servant of Allah. You're asking to be a servant of your own will and your own desires. Allah's will change at any moment, and the whole way of taslim is the turuqs are coming to teach real taslim, not philosophy, not books. Because you came with a lot of desires, oh I wanted to do so many things. When those desires begin to drop and you begin to feel confused with your life and you talk to other friends that have everything planned, they plan how many things they're gonna buy, how many insurances they're gonna get, how many properties they're going to own, everything is planned for them. And every time you sit with them you die a little bit because you're not understanding. It even make you sick, like a fish that's in sweet water and goes into salty water, until the servant in Allah's oceans of rahmah surrender and they feel like, okay Ya Rabbi, I'm dying. And they at that time when they surrender, they realize that when Allah says, I'm going to create life out of your death. You came into this world thinking you're alive, but you're wrong, you were alive in akhirah. This world is the land of the walking dead. They think they're alive, in Allah's eyes they're dead. Their hearts are dead, their actions are dead. Who are alive? Who are Ahl Hayat? Those who died in this world. This is spiritual, this is not physical. Means all the desires, the hubb-dunya drops. When it drops, that servant, no desire within them, they reverse the contract on their being. That Allah like a zalzala, what's hidden will come out. Means as soon as we crack you, shake you, crack you, shake you, just like the womb of the woman through shaking. Every time Allah squeezes, there's a test. This test, if you pass it with good character, with all your tools, stay quiet, stay silent, don't get angry, don't explode, don't give vulgar words, don't take a retaliation with your mouth. He squeezes, sees what's gonna happen, are you sweet or we're gonna send you higher. If the squeeze and the character still stays bad, you stay in that station, continuous squeezing. That can be a very difficult life because you just squeezed and you fight back, they squeeze, you fight back, they squeeze. Means Allah has a system. through this contraction and expansion, the reality of the soul begins to come out. When Allah says, have you freed a servant? If you free my servant that within your insan, that your nafs has prisoned and imprisoned my soul that I put into you, my holy breath that I have put into you, if I free it and it comes out with all of its ilahi powers. It comes out with all of what the gifts of Allah has dressed upon its reality. Every cell of their soul is in zikrullah and they can enter every energy and every light. There's nothing that blocking them. If you think of the world of light, your light is everywhere. You don't think they can enter into your light? Their light is moving into the light of people. Their zikr is changing the frequency of other people's souls. This physicality knows nothing, it's complete jahul. It doesn't even see anything that's in the room and on the streets. If your soul sees what's out on this world of horrific and negative things, then you understand Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim when Allah says, how much I'm protecting you, how much I'm keeping you to be safe. If you just saw how much of filthiness and dirtiness, how much of evilness is trying to destroy you, and how much I'm protecting you and keeping you, means all these realities is what they want for the soul to experience. Not a life of physicality. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifoon wa salaamun al mursaleen walhamdulillahi rabbil alameen bi hurmati Muhammad al Mustafa wa basir Rasulat al Fatiha.
Welcome to Century 21 AAA Realty. We specialize in commercial and residential properties, including all your financing needs. We are a one-stop shop under one roof.
Owning a home is a keystone of wealth, both financial and emotional. Don't wait for opportunity, create it.
Come meet our award-winning realtors with over 40 years of experience. Call Century 21 AAA Realty.